So I saw this on Threads, and I honestly have some thoughts. The original poster up here says like they had such high hopes for this as well until now that they love Tom, but he's the wrong choice. I don't think so. Tom has consistently proven that he has range. He's not just Spider-Man, guys. And the only other project I've seen of him was Uncharted. And even then, while I didn't play the original games, so I understand that that storyline wasn't necessarily exactly a one-to-one to the game, he showed he had range even in that. And Nathan Drake is similar in that movie to what he did in Spider-Man. But there was a slight difference, which I enjoyed. And in me personally, I didn't see Cherry because I'm not an Apple stan like the rest of y'all. But at the same time, from what I heard of those who did watch the movie, he acted his butt off. So in my opinion, if you give Tom Holland with a great James Bond script, this could be a start. One thing I liked about Daniel Craig's movies was they were a redo, and that was my first introduction to James Bond. It was 007 just getting his 00. But unfortunately, Daniel Craig was a little older, which is why you get the idea of his character being someone who reached 00 status near the tail end of his like prime, basically. And a lot of those movies really show that Daniel Craig was an older man doing all this high energy stuff. So you get Tom Holland, who's in his 30s, and you do basically a reboot in where he is starting his 007 career. You at that point lock in a very long, very dynamic ability to tell some great James Bond stories with a young actor who can go on forever. An actor who has a lot of range. I personally think this could work, and I would honestly be very excited about it. Now, I get the argument of Tom Holland doesn't need to be in everything. I get it. We're in an age where it seems like we're getting the same actors in a multitude of projects, so that part I do agree with. If they could find a young actor who's not very well known to fill in the role, I could see it. But at the same time, James Bond has always generally been an actor who's already established and who's already loved. With Tom filling that role, you get a lot of people who will follow Tom just because he's Tom Holland, just because he's Spider-Man. So you're already making your money back from what you're going to pay him. But let's be honest, you also get the fact that you get Zendaya, most likely. Either as a femme fatale for him, or in my personal opinion, I think Zendaya would make a great James Bond villain. So I get it. I get the idea of Tom is in a lot of projects, and this would be another thing added onto his already convoluted schedule. But you get the right writers, you get the right directors, this is going to work so well. And he will go down in history as one of the best James Bonds to ever do it. Those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know. Also, I normally don't post on Sundays, so y'all better boost this algorithm.